YouTube. I want to talk about one of my favorite, probably one of my favorite albums ever. It's also a request. It's for the album by Tool called Aenima or Aenima. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. I don't know how the A and the E combination fix in. It was recorded in 1996, released on Volcano Records. The title's actually a combination of two words. It's for the Latin soul, anemia, and then like the medical procedure in enema, where you have your ass flushed out. So it's supposed to be like a spiritual cleansing and all that. And Aenima, the album, is actually really full of like all these kind of deep philosophical things, and like it's like, you know, pretty much what define thinking man's metal. It's very proggy. They still have a lot of the aggression they had on their earlier stuff, but they really explore their sonic template. They explore their sonic palette a lot and add all kinds of like cool you know, drum solos and guitar interludes and all kinds of artsy fartsy stuff on here. It really showcases dark sense of humor, a very intelligent band. It's got a very dark mood throughout, but it's also got intelligent like song topics about addiction and getting over abuse and false martyrs and drug experimentation to unlock secret areas of your brain and stuff. They won a Grammy for this album too for Best Metal Performance. They were nominated for artwork too. Like, this album's pretty old, so it's pretty beat up and stuff, but oh, I should probably mention, in case you don't know, that it comes with this cool little thing that makes the picture move like that. That's why it kind of looks fucked up. It's got a person fellatiating themselves here on the floor. It's got the band on the couch there. I'd assume they can get up to check her out. It's got a picture of Bill Hicks too. The Tool is known as saying that this album was inspired by Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks is a comedian who was all about misanthropy and taking drugs and mushrooms and stuff. He's a really cool guy. He's kind of an anti-humanitarian though, but he's hilarious. He's got like a lecture on futants. I just ripped it even more. Futant, I guess, is somebody that you're experimenting on with the third eye and stuff, and you're expanding their brains too much and made them too smart. It's all this kind of cool stuff. It kind of stands up for drug abuse and stuff like that too, because it says it unlocks secret areas of your mind and shit like that. It's got this cool little thing here where Arizona Bay, California goes into the ocean. And it's got themes like that too, themes on like tectonic plates and how the whole world's a grid and how we're all like intertwined by spirituality and just energy and stuff like that too. It's all these crazy metaphors in here. It's a very, very smart record. I really, when this came out and I first listened to it, it pretty much blew my mind. It's also one of the first albums I got stoned to as a kid too, so maybe that's why it left such an impression on me. But it's a very remarkable album. If you're not into Tool or you don't like Tool, it's probably because you just don't understand Tool. It's usually what a Tool fan will tell you. But yeah, it's got like songs over 13 minutes on here. It's got silly interludes. It's got a this one track that sounds kind of like Rammstein, or it just has this guy belting out all these kind of what sounds like military stuff in German, like a German guy yelling, but he's really reciting a cake recipe on here. It's got a funny answering machine message where I guess the band kicks somebody out of their house and they're trying to put a curse on them through the answering machine and telling them their family's going to die out of cancer. But yeah, it's got all kinds of themes and moods. Like, it's got quiet parts, quiet interludes, really, really angry parts. There's a song called Hooker with a Penis where he's just pretty much ranting about how he met a fan who told him that the Tool sold out and stuff, and like, fuck you, buddy, is pretty much the chorus of that song. But yeah, very, very cool album. A lot of people regarded Tool as geniuses after this album. They probably are. They're probably really, really smart guys. It showcases very tight musicianship and guys who are really, really pushing themselves in the envelope of like exploring their sound and being a tight band. Maynard's vocals on here are like spot on good. Maynard's a really crazy guy. He's a great lyricist. Very smart dudes. They do all their own music videos and stuff too. They're very, very withdrawn guys. They don't do a lot of interviews. They pretty much live like hermits. They're self-proclaimed geeks and stuff like that too, so they don't have this whole dark, menacing vibe in real life and blah, blah, blah. Tool's great. Aenima, 1996, Volcano Records.